All right, so today we're diving into a career that's, well, let's just say it's got some legs.
It certainly does.
The life of a wholesale merchant
Eh,
in live animals.
Fascinating role.
And we've got RoleCatcher's insights to guide us.
Absolutely.
Think of this as our pre-interview pep talk.
Getting you ready for game day.
Exactly.
So, this role is really at the heart of the livestock industry.
Kind of the glue that holds it all together.
That's a great way to put it. You're connecting breeders and buyers, making sure the animals get where they need to go.
It's more than just knowing your cows from your pigs, huh?
Oh, yeah. You need deep market knowledge.
RoleCatcher emphasizes the fast-paced environment, often office-based.
Travel's a big part of it.
Definitely.
You've got to be ready to hit the road.
Okay, so let's jump right into those common interview questions RoleCatcher highlighted.
Love it. Let's do it.
All right, so first up,
How did you become interested in working as a wholesale merchant in live animals?
it's a classic.
But don't let that fool you.
It's all about that spark.
They want to see your why.
Not just a resume recitation.
Right?
Tell me a story.
Yes.
What experience ignited your passion for this path?
Exactly. Maybe you grew up on a farm,
Maybe a certain animal always fascinated you.
or a mentor opened your eyes to the possibilities.
Then be ready for follow-up.
I mean, sure.
What are you most excited about in this role?
How do you see your strengths fitting the demands of this job?
They're digging deeper.
Seeing if you've really thought it through.
All right, question 2.
What experience do you have in buying and selling live animals?
This is where the details matter.
Absolutely. What types of animals?
Buys the deals.
Challenges you've tackled?
Numbers are your friend here.
Did you increase sales?
Expand into a new market.
Don't just list transactions, though.
Right. Tell a story.
A mini success story.
Did you negotiate a tough deal?
Or maybe a deal gone wrong. But what did you learn from it?
Show that self-awareness.
Exactly.
Okay, this next question gets to the heart of it all.
Okay.
How do you ensure the health and safety of the animals you work with?
Animal welfare is paramount.
Absolutely.
It's not just about moving product.
It's about responsible handling.
Talk about certifications you hold, organizations you support.
Maybe a time you went above and beyond industry standards.
Right. They might even ask, how would you handle a situation where an animal's welfare was compromised?
Oh, that's a tough one.
It's testing your problem-solving skills, your ethics under pressure.
Definitely.
Okay, question 4, keeping it current. How do you stay up to date with current market trends and industry developments?
This industry is constantly evolving.
It is.
So how do you stay ahead of the curve?
What industry journals do you read?
What conferences do you attend?
Are you part of any professional organizations?
Show that you're actively learning.
That thirst for knowledge.
Okay, question 5. Let's talk business.
All right.
Can you describe your experience in negotiating prices and contracts with suppliers and buyers?
Deal-making time.
It's not just about being tough, though.
No, it's about understanding both sides
Finding that win-win.
and building those relationships.
Those lasting partnerships.
Absolutely.
And, throughout all these questions, something RoleCatcher really emphasizes in their career guide is continuous learning.
So important. This industry is dynamic.
Always changing.
So show that you're committed to ongoing development.
Attending workshops, pursuing certifications.
It all adds up.
And speaking of adding up,
Oh, yes.
let's talk about RoleCatcher's AI.
I love this part.
It can really help tailor your answers.
Like having a personal coach.
Okay, unpack that for me.
Imagine this. The AI analyzes the job description, identifies those keywords.
So it's not just generic advice.
No, it's customized.
It's a playbook for this specific interview.
Exactly. It helps you tailor your resume and cover letter, practice your answers with AI-powered feedback.
Wow.
So you walk into that interview feeling confident and prepared.
That's incredible.
It is.
All right, we've covered a lot already.
We have.
But there's more to come.
Ready for round 2.
Absolutely. Let's dive back in.
Back to those RoleCatcher questions. And this one really gets at the heart of managing the unpredictable.
Oh, yeah.
How do you manage risk in your work with live animals?
It's a juggling act, right?
It is. There are so many factors.
Transportation handling, disease outbreaks.
Market fluctuations.
You name it.
Exactly. They want to see you thinking ahead, not just reacting,
Proactive.
being proactive.
Yeah.
So showcase your knowledge of best practices.
Safety protocols, contingency plans.
Have you implemented new tracking systems?
Built relationships with vets and animal welfare experts.
Right. Show them you're staying ahead of potential issues.
But what about those market risks? The things you can't always predict.
Yes. That's where your understanding of supply and demand, global events, pricing trends really comes into play.
So it's not just about animal husbandry. It's about understanding the global market.
Absolutely. And they might even throw you a curveball,
Oh, like what?
a sudden drop in demand,
Ooh.
a disease outbreak.
Okay.
How would you adapt your strategies to protect both your business and the animals?
Quick thinking on your feet.
Exactly. Adaptability is key.
So many of these questions are about handling real-world challenges,
They want to see you under pressure.
making those tough decisions.
Okay, ready for question 7?
Hit me.
Can you describe a time when you had to resolve a difficult conflict with a supplier or buyer?
Conflict resolution,
It's a vital skill.
especially in this fast-paced environment.
Disagreements happen.
Pricing delays, miscommunication.
How do you navigate those tricky conversations?
Find a resolution.
So choose a specific example.
Walk them through the situation.
What was the conflict?
What steps did you take?
What was the outcome?
Active listening, empathy, clear communication,
Those are your allies.
and owning up to your own role in the conflict.
If applicable,
Maybe you could have communicated more clearly.
or made a mistake,
Show that humility.
that willingness to learn.
It's about growing for those challenges.
They might ask, what did you learn from that experience? And how has it shaped your approach to conflict resolution?
Showing that you're not just moving on, but evolving.
Okay, question 8, back to regulations.
Right.
How do you stay compliant with industry regulations and standards in your work with live animals?
Doing things the right way, ethically and responsibly.
Compliance is non-negotiable.
We're talking animal welfare regulation,
Import-export laws.
health and safety protocol.
It's a lot to keep track of.
So showcase your knowledge of the key regulations.
Mention specific agencies, certifications, training programs.
It's about preparation.
Knowing the rules inside and out.
Builds confidence for everyone.
Absolutely. And go beyond just listing regulations.
Right.
Share examples of how you've implemented systems or checklists to ensure compliance.
Have you ever faced a situation where you had to make a tough decision to uphold those standards?
Even if it meant losing a deal.
Those are the stories that really resonate.
They show your integrity.
Okay, question 9. Let's talk leadership.
I love it.
Can you describe your experience in managing a team of employees or contractors?
This is where you showcase your ability to inspire and motivate others.
Building a positive and productive work environment.
Where everyone feels valued.
Share specific examples of your leadership experience.
Maybe you led a team to exceed a sales target.
Or mentored a junior colleague.
Implemented a new process that improved team efficiency.
Highlight your strategies, the challenges you overcame, the positive outcome.
It's all about teamwork.
And remember, leadership comes in many forms.
Absolutely.
Even if you haven't had a formal management position,
Right.
you can highlight instances where you took initiative,
Rallied your colleagues around a shared goal.
stepped up to resolve a team conflict,
It's about demonstrating those leadership qualities in action.
regardless of your title.
And finally, question 10.
Bringing it all together,
How do you ensure that your business practices are ethical and sustainable?
tying together responsibility, integrity, and long-term thinking.
It's your chance to showcase your commitment to ethical and sustainable practices.
Go beyond just saying you follow regulations.
Share concrete examples of how you've gone above and beyond.
Partnering with ethical suppliers.
Implementing eco-friendly packaging.
Advocating for stricter animal welfare standards.
It's about walking the walk
Not just talking the talk.
and being able to articulate the principles that guide your decision-making.
Especially when profit and sustainability might be at odds.
Exactly. It shows that you're thinking about the impact of your decisions.
On the industry, the animals, the environment.
We've covered a lot of ground with these 10 questions.
Ew.
But before we wrap up, let's circle back to RoleCatcher's AI.
The AI magic.
We talked about how it can help tailor your answers,
Yes,
but let's dive deeper into how it provides feedback.
I'm intrigued.
So you've crafted your answers,
Okay,
but you're not sure if they're hitting the mark.
I've been there.
RoleCatcher's AI acts as your virtual mock interviewer.
Oh, wow.
It analyzes your responses and provides specific, actionable feedback.
So it's more than just identifying keywords.
Oh, yeah. It's about refining your delivery, your tone, the overall impact.
It's like having a coach in your pocket.
Exactly. It can even help you identify areas where you might be rambling or using too much jargon,
That's amazing.
taking interview prep to a whole new level.
I think our listeners are going to be blown away by this.
It's a game changer.
All right. We've dissected those 10 tough questions, explored the magic of RoleCatcher's AI.
Feeling prepared?
I think so.
Yeah.
Any final words of wisdom before we wrap things up?
Yeah, I think so. It feels like our listeners are walking away with a solid game plan.
I hope so.
But as they're prepping, what's that final thought you want to leave them with?
You know, this career It's all about relationships,
Hmm.
not just with suppliers and buyers, but with your team regulators,
Mm.
even with the animals themselves.
So it's more than just transactions. It's about building those connections.
Exactly. And let that shine through in the interview.
The interview itself is like a mini version of the job.
That's a great way to put it. You're showing those relationship building skills right from the start. Be curious. Ask thoughtful questions. Really listen.
Show them you're not just there to get a job, but to be part of something bigger.
It's about being a valuable asset to their team.
Absolutely. And, sometimes it's those small things that make a big difference.
Like what?
A genuine smile, a firm handshake.
Those little touches of humanity.
Exactly.
Well, I think we've given our listeners a lot to chew on today.
We have.
Broken down those 10 tough questions, explored the power of RoleCatcher's AI.
And really highlighted the importance of relationships in this industry.
I'm feeling pretty confident that anyone who's listened to this deep dive is going to walk into that interview ready to impress.
I agree. Preparation is key, and we've given them the tools.
Absolutely. So to all our aspiring wholesale merchants in live animals out there, best of luck.
Best of luck. You've got this.
And remember, RoleCatcher is there to support you every step of the way.
Absolutely.
That's it for this deep dive. See you next time.